Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to find the financial secrets hidden in plain sight, and sometimes they are not so plain and are actually quite tricky. Today we are looking at a report from Visa Incorporated, and it seems like they are up to something interesting with their money and their stock. So what is going on with Visa that they had to file this Form 8? Well, it looks like on December 23rd, 2025, Visa decided to put a big chunk of money into a special account called a US litigation escrow account. We are talking $500 million. Now, why would they do this? It has to do with their different types of stock, especially Class B-1 and B-2 common stock. These are mostly owned by big US financial companies. When Visa puts money into this account, it actually makes those B-1 and B-2 stocks worth a little less compared to their class of stock. Think of it like this: when you have a pie and you add more slices for some people, the original slices get smaller. This has the same effect on the company's earnings per S-hair as if they bought back their own class of stock. Visa Inc. is a major player in the financial world. You probably use their cards every day. This report gives us a glimpse into how they manage their finances and potential future impacts on their stock. They have several types of financial instruments registered, including this class, a common stock and various senior notes maturing in different years like 2026, 2028, and all the way out to 2044. All of these are traded on the New York Stock Exchange. This filing isn't about their regular day-to-day sales or profits, but more about specific financial maneuvers and commitments. The main event here is this deposit into the US litigation escrow account. It is related to their US retrospective responsibility plan. Basically, when they fund this account, the value of certain classes of their stock goes down through adjustments to how they convert to class of stock. This is quite a sophisticated financial move. The report is signed by Chris, the Chief Financial Officer. This tells us it's an official company decision. Now, let's put on our investor hat and think about what this means for Visa. This move with the escrow account and the resulting dilution of B-1 and B-2 stock is a way for Visa to handle potential future liabilities, perhaps related to lawsuits or other financial obligations. By pre-funding this account, they are setting aside money to cover these future costs. The fact that they are making adjustments to the conversion rates of their Class B shares means they are trying to manage the impact of this funding on their overall financial structure. For investors, it means that the value of certain stock classes could be affected. It is not a direct stock buyback, but it has a similar effect on earnings. Per share, which can be a good thing for the remaining class of shareholders as it can boost per share metrics. What we do not see in this particular filing are the big revenue or profit numbers from their core business. This is a specific event filing, not a detailed financial statement like a quarterly or annual report. So we cannot tell from this document alone if Visa's overall business is booming or struggling. However, putting aside $500 million is a significant amount, and it shows they are anticipating or dealing with some kind of financial responsibility. Looking at the registered securities, we see that Visa has issued a lot of debt in the form of senior notes with different maturity dates and interest rates. This is common for large corporations to finance their operations and growth through both equity and debt. The specific interest rates on notes like the 1.500% senior notes due 2026 or the 3.875% senior notes due 2044 tell us about the cost of borrowing for Visa. For a company like Visa, which operates in a global payments network, stability and trust are paramount. This escrow account funding likely aims to reinforce that trust by demonstrating proactive financial management and preparedness for unforeseen events. It could also be a strategic move to consolidate or restructure certain financial obligations, which might indirectly benefit the company's long-term financial health. To truly understand Visa's financial health, we would need to look at their earnings reports. But this 8K filing gives us a heads up on a specific financial action they are taking that could impact their stock and shareholder value. It is a signal that management is actively managing financial risks and making strategic decisions about their capital. So what is my take on all this? Visa seems to be playing a sophisticated financial game here. They are proactively setting aside a large sum of money to cover potential future obligations, which is generally a sign of responsible financial management. The mechanism they are using to adjust their stock classes is complex, but the intent seems to be to preserve value and potentially enhance earnings per S-hair for the main class of stock, which is good news for most common shareholders. The main risk here is obviously the reason for this escrow account funding. What is this litigation that requires such a large sum? Without more information from Visa, this remains a question mark. However, the fact that they are prepared suggests they have a handle on it. In conclusion, Visa is making a significant financial move to shore up its future by depositing a large sum of money into an escrow account. While the specifics of the litigation are not detailed, this action demonstrates a commitment to financial stability and potentially a strategic step to optimize their capital structure. Alright, that is our breakdown of this Visa Inc. filing. What is your take on these financial maneuvers? Do you think setting aside $500 million is a smart move for Visa? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate finances. And don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.